for you to make comments.
Yeah, that's why I'm making a comment about
This
the
doesn't
minutes.
have anything to do with the.
I know, I see you over there, Chip. All I'm asking for is a simple vote, up or down. Can we have freedom of speech for our citizens?
You have freedom of speech.
No, you don't.
You can speak. Okay, Mr. White, so if you don't.
Just like,
No, sir.
can I ask, now y'all abstained, and Mr.
No,
Jewell
sir, that
agreed.
has nothing to do with the minutes, Mr. White.
So we can't
So-
ask why you abstained?
You are talking about the minutes, and if you don't have, anything to
Thank
say
you, ma'am.
about.
I appreciate it.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. You need to say something. Okay. Okay. Discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. At this time, we have Danny Collins come and talk about the glass, and recycle.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me today. I've been here before, and I wanted to talk about some good news for change. So, 3 years ago, we were told that it wouldn't work. We were told that glass recycling would not work in the city. We tried it before, and it doesn't work. And besides that, nobody wants to recycle. And we thought to ourselves, well, what can we do about that? And how do we keep glass out of the landfill and keep it out of the trash and make it into something else? And that's exactly what we have done. So in the 3 years that we've been open, we have collected 413,000 pounds of glass. 413,000 pounds of glass. We're very excited about that, and that equates to about 600,000 bottles. So I want you to imagine what that looks like in a 16,000 square foot center. 16,000 square feet, and if you can imagine how much it fills up, I can tell you, it fills it all. It's all filled up. And take that image, if you can, and move it to a landfill, and imagine that that landfill has 60,000 bottles in it. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, glass does not decompose ever, like for 1 million years. So it's going to live there forever. But what if we could take it out of the landfill, keep it from that, and make it into something else? And that's exactly what Glass Act and my team and our supporters have done. We have taken it out of the landfill, and we've turned it into glass sand. Now, that sand is used by Robin Ewing in all of the swimming pools. For anybody here who has a swimming pool and you have Robin Ewing's service, you're getting Glass Act sand. And he's dedicated to it. The same goes for Mick over at Louisiana Sandblast, completely using our sand for sandblasts. So we also heard that people don't want to recycle. Well, this surprised us, Susan and I, when we started looking at the numbers. We collected glass from 60 different zip codes, 60, from 12 parishes from north to south. Every corner of Louisiana is coming to Alexandria to recycle their glass. Now, this is a huge plus for Alexandria. We're open 2 days a week. We're open from 8 in the morning till 12 at noon. And you would think it was. Pardon? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to come?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim does. He does. Yeah, you know what they say? It's not all mine. Jim, we're open. Thank you for asking that question. We're open Fridays and Saturdays from 8 to noon, and people just. Like I said, you just feel like it's Sam's parking lot, and people are jogging, they're meeting their friends, they're dropping off glass, and they're asking, what's going on? What's the news around here? And we get really excited about it. We have one lady who backs up her truck, and we know the truck, and when she backs it up, we have 21 milk crates full of bottles from the VFW. The VFW, she brings it by herself, and she is like this big. She's shorter and older than I am, if that's even possible. And so she brings this, and we just get so tickled. So people do want to recycle. Everyone in this room needs to come and see the Glass Act for themselves, so people do want to recycle.
Your address?
Yes, thank you. You want to come too?
All want to come and say.
Well, and I'm here with good news, so I want you, I'm glad you feel that way. We're at 5215 Leo Street. We're right behind Walk-Ons, which, by the way, we should be collecting glass from, right? Because they probably have one.
What do y'all crush?
Where?
When?
We crush Fridays and Saturdays. Emily comes in the afternoon. On Fridays, it's from 8 to 12. So if you want to see, you want to have a city council meeting, come. We would love to show you.
Everyone's there on Saturday.
What?
Everyone's there on Saturday.
Yeah, Emmelin's there on Saturday, and she usually crushes from 10 to 12.
How many pounds they need to go fill?
We collect about a ton a weekend, sometimes more, depends on if it's the holidays. And we're crushing almost as fast as we,
Okay.
almost as fast as we,
Are y'all selling everything y'all crush?
yes and no. Currently, we have 3 18-wheelers stacked and ready to go out. But yes, when it comes in, it goes out.
Are y'all competitive with regular sand prices? I'm just curious.
We're more expensive,
Okay.
and we're better.
I'm just saying, I didn't know.
No, all that's exactly right. And so the idea is that we want to, so we're on a sprint to get a larger crusher. The larger crusher means that we double the sand that, the glass that we can crush, which means that right now we're doing, and I'm off script, so y'all have to hit the time. So when we, right now we're doing filtration and abrasive. But there, we have somebody who who makes swimming pools. He's getting his product from Italy. He can get it from us. Our glass that is crushed that we can do in-house. It comes in pellet, which is like the chips that you would put in an aquarium. And then we also have the sand, but what we don't have is the exact recipe for the filtration and the abrasive, which means that when we get this bigger crusher, we're going to be able to do that in-house. And, you know, years ago, I was told that we had recycling, and the problem was that there was no proof that where all that trash went. Well, we proved, everyone in this room that's with Glass Act knows that everything we take in, we get out. And by the way, because so many people are coming from so far, I recoined our area, and y'all can like it or not like it. It's called Glass Central, Louisiana. Okay, that's where everyone's coming, and that's and then when they come, they don't just come for glass. They come to eat. They go shopping. They do all these other things. So we are a real attraction, and I'll kind of close with the one question that everyone that's burning on your brain, besides the ones that Jim has opened up. But the one question is, how can we help? With all this good news, how can we help? And I'm here to tell you, I know that's what you want. Everyone wants to be a part of Glass Act. If you're an individual or a business, you can sign up for the yellow bin. That's how we keep our doors open. If you're a business, it's great for your employees. People can bring your glass. If you're a municipality, I'm gonna make this small, 25% of the 413 pounds came from Alexandria. And offsetting our tipping fees would be a great advantage. It's not much to the city, it's a big help to us. And you know, when people give, it's not about the money. We know that money is just a form of gratitude. It's a way of saying thank you. That's what we say when we pay our bill. So when if you want to say thank you, this is one of the ways to do it. And finally, I'll close with a message from Jack Kennedy on his inauguration day. We all know, we could probably recite it in unison. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And so it has always touched my heart, because I've had people, friends of mine, who've said, Annie, this is the city's job. This is the city's job to do this. And I stand here and say, it is not the city's job to support this. I mean, not to pay for it. It's not your job. It's all our jobs. Everyone in this room, whether you're individual or small business or municipality, we come together to see this thrive, not because we must do it, but because we can do it.
One last question. You have a GoFundMe or anything like that?
We do not, but we do have on your.
I'm just curious because a lot of people,
That, it's true, Jim. A lot of people do that. We thought of that. We actually had one in the beginning. And it feels to me like it's, and this is just me, but I always feel like a GoFundMe is for people who have lost a loved one or they have a, and this is a feel-good thing. So you can go to our website, and donate. You can call me, anytime, day or night. And we really just want to showcase what we're doing. That's really the reason I'm here, is to show you what we're doing.
Thank you, Ms.
thank you,
Ann.
Sandy.
Thank you, Ms. Annie. Thank you and your crew for doing what you do. You don't have to do it, but you do it because you care about the city of Alexandria, and we appreciate you for that.
And everyone in this room does.
Thank you. I have a quick little thing that I want to do. Mr. Jason, will you please stand for me? He is a student. Tell him where you're from and what you're majoring in.
I go to the University of Louisiana in Lafayette and my major is political science.
And so he's going to tell me what to do.
G, consent calendar. Number one, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low rates submitted for operating supplies for the gas department. Number two, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low rates submitted for gas ductile iron. Three, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for operating supplies for the wastewater department. Four, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the contract with Clean Earth of Alabama Incorporated for household hazardous waste services for the utility and public works division. Five, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into professional services agreements with Pan American Engineers, LLC, Ballard CLC Incorporated, Kendall Stone and Associates Incorporated, Marmara Croy Hicks Incorporated, Monsoon Bullard and Associate LLC, Scott Moore LLC, and Vertex Work LLC are engineering and surveying services.
Motion, please.
I recommend
Nine to class committee.
Yeah.
Any more to bring?
Which committee?
make this time.
I got a motion by Bill and a second by Councilman Johnson.
8, resolution. Resolution to co-sponsor United Way of Central Louisiana Christmas Banquet Initiative of Alexandria in April 2025.
Need a motion? Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilwoman Felton. Public comments, discussion. Oh, Mr. White, you have something you want to
Thank
say?
you, Madam President, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Good to see you, Mayor. I'm glad you made it in here. My name is Mr. Cornelius Lawson White Jr., 3638 10th Street, Alexandria, Louisiana, 71302. My phone number is area code 318-446-6934. This is a good program. I'm a federally convicted inmate, and you need something where these inmates can turn their lives around. Of course, I was set up by the FBI and a couple of other federal agencies and stuff. But people need a second chance. If they don't get that second chance, then they'll become repeat offenders and probably do something even more heinous than what they did before. So I really support this reentry program, and we need to try to get former inmates jobs and housing, just like you were doing for the vets. You invited those people. I don't know if there's anybody that tries to help former inmates get housing or anything. It'd be good to invite them to come to the city council and speak. So had y'all thought about that? Inviting somebody from reentry to speak?
I haven't, I'll work with the veteran, but that's a good idea.
Yeah, but I'm talking about just Inmates, I'm talking about inmates now, not the
We'll look into it. That's a good idea.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. White. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 7, resolution to co-sponsor Durham on the Bronx Central Louisiana Spring 5 pay rates in May 2025.
Need a motion?
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comment, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 8, resolution to co-sponsor the Children African Network and Sinhala Indian Association Holy Fest 2025.
Need a motion, please? Second, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Ordinances for final adoption subject to public hearing. Number 9, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the street and drainage improvements for Adrian Drive of the Hope House of Central Louisiana Residential Development Subdivision.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
I was gonna say that was, this is a great thing, this Hope House here. And they build houses for people, for these women, mostly women, it could be men, but, they've been abused or whatever, and puts them back on the right track. I was there when they did the groundbreaking. I think, you were there too. I think this fantastic. Do everything for Hope House, they asked us, so I think it's great.
And I agree with you, Councilman Lloyd. I was there at the groundbreaking also. And, when you think about, abused women and if they have children and has nowhere to go, I think this is, excellent for those, single moms with children to have a home that they can go to. Mr. White, you got something you need to say about that?
I'm gonna pass.
Pass. Okay. So, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 10, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute the state agreement for the capital improvement metropolitan planning organization project, Masonic Drive, Texas Avenue, Clifton Street.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
J, public hearing, community development. Number 11, to hold a public hearing on condemnation of 25 structures.
I need a motion to open the public hearing. Second, please.
Second.
Madam President, Madam President, there needs to be an amendment to the title. Ten.
Would somebody give me a personal privilege? Before you move to J, Madam Clerk, on number 5 under your G consent calendar, it states, it starts with the introduction of an ordinance, and it's for the Vertex Works LLC. It says or engineering, which in this case would matter, it should be for. But that can be amended by one of the councilmen to make the disjunctive or, the for, F-O-R, then the title would make more sense.
Should we do that now or when we,
It would be, then if you do it now, you don't have to amend it, you can, or adopt it at the next meeting.
second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
We need to vote on it.
Yeah, as amended. You need a motion second as amended. Make a motion.
Motion,
Second.
all in favor? Motion carried.
Thank you.
In favor.
I need a motion to open the public hearing. I need a second, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Waterman. Public comments, discussion, all in favor, any opposed? Motion carries. Public hearing is now open.
Good afternoon, I'm Chad Blazer, Leadership Development, City of Alexandria. We are at the combination on the following addresses: 1820 East Texas. They have no representation.
Anyone here from that address?
Come on. Speak up, man.
Oh, after the session, I come to the down.
You got it.
Yes, sir. It is for, do I have a motion to? What property?
What is, the property? Is it for your,
My father's property.
and what does your father want to do with that property?
He passed.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know, he had burnt down, I don't know how it burned down, but after he passed, his, youngest son and his, fiance or whatever she was, son was living there. And we tried to get them out the house and they wouldn't let us get them out the house, so they, after she passed, they left the property and now it's on my mother's kids.
so do y'all have any way of, demolishing the house?
Oh, we haven't talked about it.
Okay,
So you know that if you don't do it, the city would have to do it.
Oh, man, how long would it be?
you have 30 days.
30 days?
Could we have someone talk to her? Do we have someone, coach her along? That way she'll know what decision to make instead of not making this decision tonight. Yes.
Well, can she contact someone
Yes.
and,
And that's very long, very long, attorney long.
Okay.
And that's it right there.
yes,
Okay. Okay, so I'm supposed to come to y'all.
yes, you know, Mr. Jordan,
If,
come on.
if you wait, normally we refer it to Chad. He handles it. We just formally notify you of it, but if you wait, we'll talk to you about the lady.
Yes.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah,
You
okay.
know, she, yeah.
Yeah, that was super more speak better to the city.
Okay.
Okay.
In this session, no one is living in the home currently.
No.
Okay.
And this,
What do y'all want to do with it?
We wanna, give her 30 days and let her talk to Mr. Jordan and Chad.
Yeah, I hadn't talked to my system. I thought they may have received this letter too.
Okay.
And,
They would still have 30 days once we condemn it.
okay.
so let's do this right. Don't have our 30 days starting out. Let her, you gotta talk to her and then we'll start back over. Not that 30 days starting tonight. Let's give her some time and we'll bring it back up. So you speak to the attorney and then we'll get back with you. We'll bring it back to later date. How about that?
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
So you're gonna talk to her, Mr.
Yes, we'll let right after the meeting.
Okay, can you just wait for him to speak to me, please?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Just a point to make, we have 25 of these and we're trying to get them in before the end of the budget.
Okay.
And this is one of them, it's been on the list, there are pictures of it, you can see it's burned out.
Yeah.
And, it's been on the list since 2018. So she has 30 days, we're asking that you go ahead and condemn it today, and then there's a 30-day period that they can come in and do the demolition themselves. If they don't do the demolition after the 30 days, the city will do it and then just leave the property.
Yeah.
So it asks that you go ahead.
We will. Okay, condemn it today.
Thank you.
And it's still, if she still have the 30 days, you
Right.
still be with Mr. Jordan.
Yeah.
No, we don't need it.
I'll make a motion. Go ahead.
Motion,
Motion.
second,
Second.
Second, motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilman Johnson. All in favor? Any opposed? Oh, okay. Motion, carried on the recommendation.
Next is 2025 East Texas Avenue, we're asking combination.
Anyone here from that address? I need a motion.
Owners have been properly notified, and served.
There's somebody from that address.
Second.
There's somebody from that address.
Good evening,
Good evening.
council members, Mr. Mayor, staff. My name is Kirsten Matthews, and I have several properties that have been considered for demolition in the city of Alexandria, most of which were owned by Max Janitorial Service. We have been business for maybe 40 years in the city. My husband, after the decease of my husband, I eventually closed the business. I was a classroom teacher and I resigned prior to his departure to help with the business. He made the resident teachers here at the time the business came. Well, after his death, it caused a financial hardship, so I had to close the business. I am unable to pay for the demolition. I think there were 7 businesses, 7 properties that were owned by Max Janitorial. I'm not able to financially pay for the demolition of those properties, some of which may need time to try to revamp them. I would like to see, or I would like to ask the council if you have considered maybe having it such that the business owners like myself were not able to pay. If the city has to have the property demolished, we're not able to pay at one time to pay the city for the money that they had to spend to have properties demolished. So I wondered if you've considered having property owners who are not able to pay at a one time, pay over a period of time. That's one question. The second question is, are there any type of programs or grants that the city has that would subsidize the payment made by the city on having properties demolished owned by individual citizens who are not able to pay? I understand the need for the city to do such, to keep the city clean and people, the city looking good and to attract people into the city and such. That's basic. I would like to have an opportunity to speak with the attorney and also Mr. Chad. But that's basically my problem. And those are the 2 questions I would like to have addressed to see if that's even possible, or have you considered having the property owners pay over time to pay back for the money spent by?
I'm almost sure that they don't have a payment arrangement. So I know they don't have that.
Well, the way it works is, if you put a lien on the property, you can pay anytime you want on it. The city pays to have it demolished. A lien's put on your property. If you ever sell the property, you have to take care of the lien first before you sell the property. What will happen then, if you want to, you can go down there and pay on your lien, portion on your lien anytime you want.
So there is a sort of a payment time?
Yeah, the city's not like the plan. Well, it's a lien, but with your lien, when you have a lien on your property, the city pays for it, but you can go pay you pay it in 5 years, you want to clean your lien up. Yeah.
After they demolish,
After you demolish.
after they demolish it.
The lien is placed directly on the property, not on you. That's the,
Not on you, it's on the property.
So I see if the property is sold, then the lien has to be paid.
Paid out, yes, ma'am.
So, okay, so that period of time for,
It'd be on it forever.
thank you.
Ma'am, I have one question.
Matthews.
Ms. Matthews, how many properties do you have?
There are 6 that are scheduled or being considered to demolish.
Okay.
2201 Lee Street, which used to be a commercial shop. 2205 Lee Street, 2209 Lee Street. These are all properties and houses that are owned around that territory. 2210 is our office. 2215 Lee Street, they're all in the same block. So there are 6 of them.
Okay.
We're all right together.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Matthews.
Need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Second. Yeah, one of them.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
The next address is 2132 Houston, and they have representation. The parties have been properly served and notified.
Do we have anyone from that address? A motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
The next address is 2201 Lee Street, in which that is another match janitorial property.
The same thing.
Okay, so a motion by,
So moved.
second,
Second.
motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed?
If I may state, they have been properly served and notified.
So they just want to go on?
Yes.
Okay, we did on that. He's going to.
The next address is 2205 Lee Street. Again, that is another match senatorial property, and they do have representation. Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone will, no, okay. Motions, second, motion made by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on recommendation.
The next address is 2209 Lee Street, which is a match senatorial property, and have representation. Owners have been properly notified and served.
Motion, please.
No.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Fowler. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on by recommendation.
2210 Lee Street, another match janitorial property, and they have representation. Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Or so excited anymore. Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on by recommendation.
2215 Lee Street, that is a match janitorial, and they have representation. Owners have been served.
Anyone from that address? The same. Motion, please.
Vote.
Second, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on by recommendation.
1225 Magnolia Street, and they have representation. Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
1227 Magnolia Street, we're asking combination, and they have representation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
1346 Magnolia Street, we're asking for combination, and they have representation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Lloyd. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
1813 Mason Street, we're asking for combination, and they have representation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone from that address? Motion, please. Second, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Lloyd. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
1987 Mason Street, we're asking for combination, and they have representation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
2018 Mason Street, we're asking for combination, and they have representation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felton. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
2702 Mason Street, we're asking for that address to be removed. Someone has cleaned the property up.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
You move.
No, a motion to remove. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
That's one right next to, six.
1764 Monroe Street, we're asking for combination, and they have representation.
Owners in this matter have been properly served and notified.
Anyone from that address? Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilwoman Felton. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
1960 Monroe Street, we're asking for combination, and they have representation.
Owners have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felton. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
3219 Monroe Street, we're asking for combination, and they have representation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public hearing. As a public comments. I was enjoying it yesterday. Discussion. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
5220 Morgan Street, we're asking for combination, and they have representation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lloyd, second by Councilwoman Felton. Public comments, Discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
1851 Ocean Street, we're asking for condemnation, and they have representation.
Parties have been properly served and
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Felcher, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on recommendation.
1914 Overton, we're asking for condemnation, and they have representation.
parties have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address?
I'm on the property on 1914 over. And, I'm just at all too with the letter, and I'm just here to represent my property. I really would like to salvage the property. That's my plan. It's always been my plan. But the property, since the pandemic, has been vandalized, broken in, burned, set fire. This is the second time it's been set fire. People was living in it, they just took over. I by myself dealing with the property, so I couldn't afford to keep up with it. I also worked a lot. You know, I did what I could, reported to the police 19 times to try to watch the property. We couldn't touch it. So it's disappointing, but I did, and the minute I paid for it, it started getting destroyed. That's the story, the real story.
And what you trying to do with this?
Well, I talked to a couple of contractors and they told me it is salvageable, even if the state is in. It depends on what type of money I want to put into it, to either save it or they could, condemn it for me. And I could maybe later in life do something different, start all over with something else there. But I would like to keep, you know.
You want to keep this structure? Is that what you like to do?
Yes, I really wanted the structure, it's an older house, I really wanted to keep the structure of it. I never dreamed that it would get to this point where people in the neighborhood would destroy it to this point, but it is. But he did say it was salvageable if I wanted to put that much money in.
Ma'am, let me help you out with this, because look at these pictures. That's a lot of money, and I don't know who told you that they about to take you, all right? I'm looking at a burned out, it's burning.
It's burned, but it's not burned completely down.
But you don't have anything on it, the walls or nothing?
It's just shit up here, from what I'm looking at, and I don't know how much money you want to put into y'all. I'm looking at tens of thousands of dollars.
I would have got this point, but I didn't realize. I never dreamed, like I said, I never dreamed that it go to this point. It has destroyed it a little bit at a time.
I just can't see what you can possibly do with this.
People just tear it down and rebuild.
And they
Just
just,
start over.
that's
You're
right.
gonna have it demolished.
We had to look to me.
This is bad, man.
Are you solely on the,
So yes.
Yes.
I don't wanna see you get down, because I'm just looking, I'm not a builder, but I could see that this could need to be torn completely down. This is a fragile shell. I know it's probably been your family forever, but,
I grew up in the house.
grew up in the house, I know it means a lot to you. Somebody's not gonna cheat you for a lot of money, man. A lot of money.
You would be, better if you let the city go in and demolish it and pay the lien, have the lien put on it. And that way the property can still be yours and you can be paying on it, rather than to have this. I believe you would pay more money, to try to get this redone than for you to try to remodel it. And then the property still would be yours, but it just have a lien on it and you pay on the lien. That's what I would recommend for you to do.
That's a better option, man. That's a better option, because you're about to get a lot of money tied up in this right here, lots of money. And somebody don't even predict to fix this, I can't see it.
Only way to fix it is start from scratch.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, you still have to tear it down.
And it is disheartening when it's your home you grew up in,
Right.
but I think it'll be a huge weight off your back to not have this property in this condition as your responsibility to try to fix it, because it's very hard on.
Yeah, you will continue to receive these letters as well, so.
But here's the problem, I'm worried I'm by myself, so I'm taking care of it, and I've been for the longest. I just worry about being able to afford it by myself to take care of, if you all had, the city had to take care of. I mean, is that a huge amount of money? Is there a program that would qualify me to help me to help take care of it? That's
No,
no way.
ma'am, we don't have that kind of program, but I'm not sure, how much it would cost you to, pay on the lien. We don't know that.
It shouldn't be that much, the tearing down, there's not much left.
Right.
It is not much, it's a shit.
I mean, it's not much left.
You know, they even took the wiring off the house, I mean, it's not anything.
It's not just like that.
And really, you have 30 days to go see if someone will tear it down for you and see what else they charge you. They might just charge you a couple $1,000 to tear it down.
No. You would do better if you allow the city to tear it down.
Okay, here's another question, how much time would you allow me if I made an attempt to try to take care of it myself?
30 days.
It's,
What about, 30 days?
it's gotta come down, because if you gonna try to rebuild this, I mean, I'm just looking at this picture, all I see is a blank stack right there. So you'll be paying for this, I don't know what kind of, job you have, what kind of income, but, you'll be better off if it'll say if you, I mean, and just stop with the letters and stuff like that. Let the city tear it down, and it's let me, that's the best option you have, save your property. And save you a whole lot of money.
So I only have the 30 days to make the decision. Can I talk to you all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can talk with him, Miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
We need a motion. Second.
Second.
Motion by council, and followed second by Councilman Johnson, public comment, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
2203 Overton, we're asking for condemnation, and they have representation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
2307 Overton, we're asking for condemnation, and they have representation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Okay. I know that no one is here from that address. I spoke with Ms. Powell. I told her that we would give her 30 days. She said she would try to find someone to, demolish this home. So we're gonna just, give her those 30 days as well. And I need a motion. Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Robert Ames, second by Councilman Ward. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on recommendation.
2618 Overton, we're asking for condemnation, and they have representation.
Parties have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? I need a motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Ward. Public comments, discussion.
I have, just something to clarify. So every property that we are condemning today, each person they still have 30 days to decide to demolish themselves. So even if, so when you were saying for 2307 Overton, you were saying that the standard 30 days, not giving an additional.
No, no,
That's a true demolition.
yeah, yeah.
Right. So everybody, it's not like we condemn it, the city's gonna come in tomorrow.
No.
You know, it seemed like there's a little confusion with that. So everyone on this list still has 30 days that they can
Find someone.
find someone to demolish it
Right.
before the city comes in.
Right.
Okay.
1504 Joyce Street. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Motion by,
Move.
second by,
Second.
motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Malloy. Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
1504 Joyce Street. We're asking for confirmation that they have representation. Parties have been properly served and notified.
Anyone here from that address? Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by I'm sorry, motion by, yes, Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation. We're done, ready to vote? I'm sorry.
The 1504, 1508 Joyce on there, they were put together on the pictures and they actually should have been listed separately. They're separate on that picture.
Okay.
1508 Joyce Street, we're asking for condemnation and they have representation.
Parties that was properly served and notified.
Okay, motion, second,
Second.
motion by Council Fowler, second by Council Lord, comments?
That's one.
Yes.
I have to go in and include this resolution instead of 26 structure instead of 20.
Okay.
We need to do that now after we.
We can do
I'm sorry.
it, we can do it after.
Okay.
After we vote. We need to make the amendment to the resolution because it's 26.
Sure. Fine, so it was amended to the resolution that we have 26 structures instead of 25.
Yeah, we're gonna vote.
Give a motion.
Hold on, this.
But you can all vote yes.
Okay. All in favor?
Yeah.
Any opposed? Motion carried on the recommendation.
Make a motion to amend.
Motion, okay,
Second.
okay, I have a motion to amend for 26 structures instead of 25. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
That would need a motion as amended.
Motion.
Second, okay,
As amended.
motion to, by Councilman Fowler,
Second.
second by, Councilman, Ward to leave. All in favor? Motion carried. A motion to close the public hearing. Motion by, Councilman Fowler, second by everybody, second by, Councilman Ward. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. So I would like to say something before we adjourn.
I spoke to someone who's a hotel owner today, briefly, personal privilege. She wants to address us about the condemnation. She has a concern. So, brief discussion.
Very brief. My name is Barbara Higgins, and I work at the Alexandria Convention Center and the Four Points Hotel by Marriott. And I work for Ambridge, the other management company. I'm going to have to plead to see if we can have something done about the guest house. We recently had a string of vandalism that stretched all the way across Martin Luther King Drive. And we have broken out windows, and I have a large event, so it's really, really hurting our business. And I don't know what to do to bring it to the board so you guys can condemn it and have that 30 days to have it torn down. I've been here many times discussing what this is doing to our business, with the extra security we have to have, with the surveys. I can provide all of the extra funds that we're paying and the lost guests and revenue based on our guest surveys. So I'm just pleading to you, if I could meet with someone, what steps have to be taken, because this building has been, in my view, condemned for a very long time, and it's just not moving forward.
I think it's under litigation right now.
Great, so we may be moving forward in the near future?
I can talk afterward.
Okay.
Let me talk to you too.
We can talk after.
Okay.
Did you know that it is a huge issue for?
It's huge.
I mean, and it's, so,
Same problem across.
It's devastating for us, and I just cannot express that to you enough. But thank you for the time and hearing me.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for calling and thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
And, before we adjourn, I'd like to remind everybody that, you can apply for housing repair assistance at the Bolton Avenue Community Center from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And that's gonna be at 232 Bolton Avenue. And you have till the 14th is the last day.
Right.
Meeting adjourned.
I'm sorry. All right, for this afternoon, I went to Bolton Avenue and about 150 people have applied. So, hopefully that's the benefits more this afternoon. The people are, I take advantage of it, so I'm happy to hear that.
Okay, meeting adjourned.
Okay. You didn't cut off?
Cutting off.
Oh, okay.